Hello, hello, everyone. Patriot 5 and Patriot 6 here on Monday night. That this could be the week of our lives. And things have happened here to me recently. Hi, Jana, Linda, Janet, Richard. Linda, I've taken my medicine, did my walks. I think I wrote you today. Gary, for all the you that tried to call me and I haven't answered the phone, I don't know how long tonight's show is going to be because I've got a little bit of a sore throat. So Bill Woods is here and Jeffrey and Justin but anyway, I got a little bit of a sore throat, so I haven't talked a lot this weekend. It didn't help that yesterday or Saturday when we went out Christmas tree looking, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. But I think, guys, we're in for a big week. So I'm going to go ahead and play the music. I'm going to go ahead and say the pledge. And then we're going to come back and we're going to get into the show, and we're going to yell at some people in a nice way. We're going to state some things, and we're going to cover some things that's going on, and I'm going to try to put everyone at ease, okay? So that's what we're going to do. Just as I got down here to Ron's, because I just got down here just a little bit ago, and he was listening to Shum's show, and I really wish I would have been down here earlier and I could have been listening to more of it with him because it really, really sounded good. But that being said, let's get this stuff done, and we'll come back and talk to the kids, and then we'll, let me talk to the kids first, because I'm not going to tell stories and that. I'm just going to say hi to all the kids. Jimmy, I know it was a rough week for you last week, but mommy loves you, and and all of your brother and your two sisters. She was with you, even though you couldn't see her. That when you sit down to have dinner every day, you leave an empty chair because she's there, and you don't want someone sitting on her. Patriot 11, I miss you, buddy. That's all I can say. You just totally disappeared, you and Grandma and Grandpa. Patriot Boogie, Boogs, Boogaloo, and Boogaroo. John, thank you for the amazing pictures. I'm sorry I didn't respond back to you. It was a hectic weekend, and like I said, being out in the cold, it was cold. I was still thawing out Saturday from going out looking for the trees. I mean, I tried drinking beer to thaw out. I tried sitting in front of heaters. It was cold. But thank you for the pictures, John. I always love them. And, Patriot, little Leona and little Ilana. And, it wasn't the Thanksgiving for Leilana's family that they wanted. And Leona, I hope with great grandpa, you had a great time. Patriot Wyatt Earp and Patriot Karate Kid. I know Mom was going to give you guys a great Thanksgiving and moving forward to getting ready for Christmas now. By the way, everyone, kids included, everyone, happy new month, December. It's hard to believe we don't even have 25 days till Christmas now. Where's this year went? But next year we get a new month. Soul, baby. And I'll drink a lot of it. Because I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not telling stories here. I'll tell it later. But Patriot Princess, our queen, and Patriot Hunter. It was a rough one for Grandma Saturday, Michigan Wolverines pulled the upset. But you know what? That's what happens when you have a coach that don't come prepared, don't have his people play ready to prepared. They're more worried about fighting than they were playing football. But now they got to concentrate on winning the national championship. Michigan goes, we got our game, we won. You know what? You're not going to a bowl, buddy. You're one of the first teams ever to win a national championship and not go to a bowl game the next year. They can't even go to the outhouse bowl. That's where they deserve to play. But I'm sorry if you're a Michigan fan, but one thing I am not is a Michigan fan. I'm not a Michigan fan, a Michigan Wolverine fan. I put their team the same place I put the Cubs and I put the Green Bay Packers. So that being said, all the kids, and then super gymnasts, and she did something Saturday when we was out looking for the trees. Just out of nowhere, she came up to me and she said, "Papa, stop." And I did. And she gave me the biggest hug she's ever given me in her life. No reason, she said, "I just wanted to hug you." My daughter got a picture of it, and I have not seen the picture yet, but I mean, brought tears to my eyes. It was so emotional. Then, Patriot 7, with his hunting, and I don't know if you guys who follow Amber, some of you do on Facebook, or you see her post stuff on my thing. There was a little video of me and Patriot 7 and Patriot Small Hank. We was out fighting with sticks. Well, they had little sticks like that. Grandpa come to the fight with a big stick, and I won. Unfortunately, when I put Liam away, he fell down, and I went to stab him, and he turned, and I got him right where a little boy don't like to get hit. I don't think any man likes to get hit there. And I said, "I won." And he goes, I'm not going to go there. But it was a lot of fun. Patriot Kara, she was lazy. She wanted to be pulled around in a wagon. It's hard. It's hard to pull a little kid in a wagon when you're going across cut down tree stumps and level, but she had a good time. And then Patriot Little Monkey, every time I think she can't come up with something to surprise me, she yeah, you're right, Margaret. Our Myrna, girls don't like to get hit there either. No, nobody likes to get hit in that area. So it was a great day. It was a great weekend. You didn't have to worry about the Bears losing on the weekend. They had already lost. They had already lost earlier on Thanksgiving Day, and my Illinois won. They finished 9-3, and now we might get rewarded if they don't cheat and make Alabama part of the 12-team playoffs, which they have 3 losses too. But boy, I tell you, I'm going to cover some cheating later. But that covers the kids, and there's so many other kids out there that we could talk about. And it's this time of year that I really miss the kids that used to be with us, Patriot Smiley and the other ones and that, I really miss them. But, their parents decided, as the song says, to go their own way. And we respect that. Everybody has the opportunity to do what they want. So it takes care of the kids. And I do want to say that this video is not made for children. If they watch it, it's under the guidance of legal guardian parents or grandparents, whatever. The music that we're about ready to play is for entertainment purposes only. And I do want to talk about some music tonight in the show, but let's get that done and let's get back to the show. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If tomorrow things were gone, I'd work for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, where the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt as love is land. God bless the USA. God bless the USA. Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, oh, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston, New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say, oh, and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me, and I'd rather stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. God bless this country. And I'm proud to be an American. At least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Yes, God bless the USA. I'm proud to be an American. And you know, it's never been more truer than it is right now, guys. And you know, you guys, I don't hide the fact that there's a girl in the Ukraine that I write, and her letter to me today, this morning, it was so touching. It was a letter that she says, "Can you do something? Can you get me to the United States?" She says, "I love my country." She says, "I play the song, Proud to be an American, as much as I can, you know, when we have the internet and stuff." She says, "I play it. I love the song." And my mom looked at me one day and she says, "Why do you love that song so much?" She says, "Mom, because I was taught by a very intelligent man." I think she was talking about me. But anyway, she said, "I was taught by a man." The letters I wrote her. She says, Ron says are the letters he wrote her. But I was taught that where it says I'm proud to be an American, put in there, I'm proud to be from the Ukraine or whatever, Ukrainian or whatever. And she says, I do that. But she says, truthfully, I'm just as proud of the fact that hopefully one day I'll be an American, because at least in that country, no matter how bad it gets, and guys, I want you to really listen to this. No matter how bad it gets, it's still 100 times better than almost every country on the face of the earth. Yes, are we going through controversy? Oh my goodness, yes. Yes. I mean, what happened yesterday or the day before, whichever day it was, what happened with Sleepy being able to pardon his son. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And I got so mad. I swear, thank goodness when I heard about it, I was outside. There was nothing around me. I swear if I'd have been in a house, I'd have probably did what my ex-wife did many years ago when she got upset. She hit the wall, and I literally heard her knuckles, her bones right through here, right through there. I literally heard the bones break. She stormed off. I said, "Hey, calm down." She pushed me out of the way like a sack of potatoes. He gone. Now, she wasn't even my wife yet. I hadn't even started to fatten her up yet. Man, she pushed me out. My wife, my ex-wife, when she was younger, she might have been the greatest girl athlete to ever go to Herscher High School. There was no sport she couldn't play, and not just play, but excel in. Be honorable mention All-State, be, there was bowling for girls, there was volleyball, there was basketball, there was track. I thought there was one other one. I might have missed it. Every one she got from her freshman year through her senior year, she got a letter in every one of them. No, I retired at 62, Jerry. Ron retired at 55, 57, 57. The factory that we worked in closed down, and he was old enough to draw his pension and had enough to live on. So he retired at 57. I retired at 62. I took a year off after the factory closed down. I mean, they give us for 17 weeks. We was able to draw unemployment, and we was also able to get a severance package where we got paid the amount that we was making weekly anyway. So I used that to get myself through a year. We did nothing but golf the first summer, but then I had to go back to work because I got divorced. And Ron, he didn't really retire. He went with me, got him out of the house. But I worked for the newspaper for 12 years. I never missed a day in 12 years. They never had to cover my route. And I mean, it was a big route, but I was always there 6 days a week for 12 years. And on a Friday afternoon, I was within 20 papers of being done to the country to finish my route. And a car run an intersection, hit me at about 90 miles an hour. That was one of my 7 times that the doctor said, medically speaking, you should be dead. But I didn't. But when my son called and made arrangements, I couldn't work Saturday. They told me that after everything's said and done and they let me leave, that I had to take Saturday and Sunday off, but I could go back on Monday. I was going to miss one day, and they fired me. They came back after me about 10 times to go back, but I'd already received my first pension check, and I just decided to do that. And I spent the rest of the time babysitting my grandkids. But that was a good question. Did you retire? How old are you? Uncle Ralph, yep. Or Grandpa. Nah, you're Grandpa. Bill Woods, 2-tier justice is a... But anyway, when I heard about Sleepy, what he did, I was really upset. I mean, I was livid. I almost did a special video to put it up on social sites to get people to see it. I was that mad. But then, as most things happen, once you let it play out, you understand why. And people keep yelling and screaming. I thought this person was arrested. I thought this person was no longer. Why aren't they arresting these? And, they're supposed to be arresting how many thousands of people? But we don't see any of it. But then it was explained. I believe someone posted, I believe I read it on our Patriots site, Patriots 5 Forever on Telegram. I believe that's where I read it. And in it, it explains that the hat can't. Because until 2 things happen, they sign off and he automatically takes over as the president right now before the 20th, which is what he's asking. Or Clarence Thomas finally gets off of his dead butt and announces that one case from them brothers, and I don't like to say the name because you guys all know who it is. I'm sure some of you will put it over here. Has been ruled in their favor, and a certain person will be gone to GITMO. Worst candidate to ever run for president will be gone. They will be sent to a place and tried for the big T, of which they will lose. But he can't come out and overrule what he just did. He can't come out with the arrest, because if he does, Sleepy's still in charge according to what everybody's being told. He's still in charge. So being still in charge, Sleepy can just pardon them all. I mean, I was livid. If you guys would have been listening, you might have heard me yell out in my yard screaming and yelling. I was out there doing it. People thought I was mad because one of my Christmas decorations had fallen down, and they thought I was mad about that. But boy, it was a good cover up because I had next door neighbors out looking and looking. It just, and then we started to talk about it the other day with family members. And I tried to talk to Ron about it, and we didn't understand it until I read this article. The article not only explains that, the man goes into complete detail. So whoever put that article up, thank you, because it made me feel a lot better. Oh, they're all on scripts. They're all on scripts. Well, as a matter of fact, the show that Ron was just listening to, and I want to cover this, guys, before I go into all the other stuff. The actors, and I don't know if you've been noticing, they're starting to come out a little more. If you listen to Restored Republic, they literally tell you who Sleepy is. I have no idea who Dopey is because I really did not think they could get two people in the world that could be that stupid. But the man on the show today, and it was weird because I only got to listen to it for about 15 minutes. I really wish I could have listened to a lot of it. He sounds like Bruce. I really think it was Bruce in disguise.
Oh, this guy's from Australia.
Oh, this guy's from Australia, they said. Now, also, I don't know if you guys listened to it. You guys were posting all over today that Sky was supposed to have a special talk today about the beds. They canceled it?
Yeah.
Oh, Ron said they canceled it. That's weird because when I tried to get into it 15 minutes before, they wouldn't let me in because they said it was full.
They canceled it because they couldn't get it going.
Oh, they couldn't get it going, Ron's saying. Well, I'm just saying that I tried to get in, but they said it was full. So all the people, here's the thing. She wants the people to see it.
It was through Wolverine, and he was going to have her on as a guest.
Well, I understand that, but why can't they get together and do it? And then just put it out for the people. That's what I was getting ready to say.
That's what they're thinking about doing on YouTube.
But Ron said it was through Wolverine, which why would he be hosting something like that? Because he can't talk. But it's funny because since Wolverine can't talk, he's out there more than I've ever seen him. Some people love the limelights.
They were just going to talk about the dead birds.
But anyway, the beds are real. They're close. From what I'm understanding, could go this week. I read a couple articles on that. So we'll just have to be patient and wait and see what happens. Here's something on the beds. This is from Junior Site. Possible timing ruming that the first wave of special beds operators have been told to expect to work on Monday, 2nd December 2024. Saturday, 30 November 2024, Carolyn Bazette Kennedy said on Telegram that we would have our exchange appointments prior to the special bed appointments. Get ready for 10 days of communication darkness. Shutdowns will occur, but only in certain areas. Banks will close, ATMs, credit cards will stop working, and you'll need at least 3 weeks of food and water. If you're unprepared, don't worry. The military has your back and will supply you what you need. Nonstop education will be broadcast, teaching everyone about the true principles of freedom and justice. Global currency reset, Sunday, December 2024, President the Hat confirms VND and IQR RV done celebrate Tuesday, December 5th, 2024. Sunday, 1 December 2024, Texas Snake being advised by several to remain alert for Tier 4B, us the Internet Group notifications tomorrow, Monday, 2 December 2024. Sunday, 1 December 2024, Wolverine. Hi, guys. Just to keep you all happy, I'm very happy as Christmas is coming much early. That is all I can say, and Merry Christmas, everyone. Sunday, 1 December 2024, TNT Tony. Banks have full release for tomorrow, Monday, 2nd December 2024, or Tuesday, 3 December 2024. Thus, 28 November 2024, TNT call. We got a call from the committee guy. He said the IMF and UN just had a meeting, and I was told to call and tell you the currencies have been green lighted to go, and the Iraq dinar, Zim, Venezuelan Bolivar, Dong, and Zimbabwe Zim. Sunday, 1 December 2024, breaking news, leaks reveal Big N rollout, secret military operations, target elites, GITMO tribunals, begin gold redistribution, restores wealth to the people, QFS activation, arrest skyrocket, and the golden age unfolds. Now, as I was reading that, a couple of things come to mind. The other night, I got a message from a very, very sweet lady. I will not mention her name. She's a friend of another one of our followers. And I never mention people's names unless I clear it from them. But this lady said, I'm a very close friend with so-and-so. And she told me to get a hold of you and get the information on how I can make sure we will get the 800 number. Well, here's the deal. Here's the deal. When the 800 number comes out, I'm going to do a short video on here. If you want to come on live with me, it's only going to be a few minutes. And I'm going to give the 800 number there. But if you really, really want to make sure and double take, see, wherever you bought your currency, if you bought it from a legitimate buyer, they have you in the system. You're going to get the number. But also go to Big Call Universe, open it up, and where it says contact us, click on that, put your email in there, and Bruce will get you your stuff. But my feelings is I belong to 2 or 3 other places that I haven't even seen around recently. As far as I know, they're still good. They will contact us. But this number is going to be everywhere, guys. It's going to be everywhere. Now, as a word of caution, and I'm not going to sell it in a golden bundle, your currency is your currency. When you make that call, they may ask you, what currencies do you have? And you can tell them. Do not tell them the amount. They should already know. But do not tell them the amount. Never, ever on the phone give out any serial numbers on any of your currency. I believe this is going to be very, very safe. We're not going to have to worry about anything. But you know what? There's always that one bad apple. If you don't eat that apple early, it grows and it goes rotten. The money that these banks, these redemption centers, are going to make off of people. Just imagine if you get and you have $100 trillion note. Just imagine that. And they cash it in with you, with them. what was it, 0.5% they get for every dollar. They're not, the really good banks, and I'm assuming all of the banks, you want to make sure it's either a tier 1 bank. You can go to your own bank if you feel comfortable. But if you can go to a redemption center, that's why, here's the thing, guys. That's why I encourage people. And I don't know your money situation, and I'm not a financial advisor, but I encourage people to go to Banknote World. And I don't get anything from them. They offered me something a couple of times. And finally, the third time, the guy says, that's right. You refuse to take anything for sending us customers. I do it because I'm looking out for you guys. I don't want your money. If you ask a question, I try to answer it. I don't make you raise your hand, give me a donation. Because I believe them people, as powerful as they've been through this journey, where I hit my grandson the other day, accidentally, I believe they might get kind of chopped off there. I still think they're going to do good, but there's some of them I don't think is going to do as good as what they really should. But just be careful. Remember, when you go in there, the currency is yours. It's nobody else's. It's nobody else's. When you hand it over to them, have a paper. This is what I've got in every currency. If you've got, like me and Ron, 12 different currencies, I know what I got. Now, there's a couple I'm a little bit low on, but, hey, if we donate a couple bucks to them, we donate a couple bucks to them, right? I'm not going to go and redo my sheet, but I will make note. But I'm going to look at them and say, I need you to give me your signature. Whoever's in that redemption appointment with me will sign it, stating that that's what I handed over to them. They could come back. Say you have 5 $100 trillion notes. 271, yeah. I get a message, guys. I got to tell this story because I seen Larry Smith put up XRP was up to 271. I don't know what it's at now. I haven't looked for a while. I haven't seen Marianne on here, but she hit the wrong key. But she was excited because she gave me a big emoji, and it was an exciting thing. And she said, XRP 371. And I'm looking at it at the same time because I went to see. So I was just getting ready to give her a report of what it was. No, 372, because it was at 271 when I looked. And I'm thinking, wow, it dropped $1 and a penny in that little bit of time. And I knew what she had did. We all make them mistakes. She come back and stuff was laughing and that, but, well, Larry Smith is here and Bill and the general's here and Ian Bell and Jamie is here. Jerry Wells. Most of the other ones I've already mentioned, and I try to get everyone in, try to acknowledge everyone. So that's what I'm saying, guys. When you go, just be careful. Another thing is, question asked today in that thing I was listening to with Ron. Well, when I come back, can I tell this person about what happened at the Redemption Center? Nope. Now, I've heard rumors that you're going to be able to make a list of the people you want to talk to, but I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Elaine, Bill, Susie Q, Larry, David. I don't know if you guys have Zim or not, but anybody who holds Zim and anybody who has to sign an NDA, if that person isn't going in with you that day, then you zip it and you don't unzip it until they lift the NDA on you. My grandkids, Patriot 7, Papa, you'll be able to tell me how much you get, won't you? Nope. Papa, I've been through this. I'm Patriot 7. Yep. And I said, loose lips sink ships. He goes, what? I said, I can't take a chance, Liam, of you going to school and saying, well, my papa got this amount. Then it's all over your little school. Then parents are finding out, well, why is his papa bragging about how much money he's got and we don't have it? Just zip it. Ron's going with me. So me and Ron, I'll have someone to talk to. Another thing, should you choose to put people on your list, should you prove, see this thing here? My Fitbit. See this thing here? My cell phone. If you choose to put them on the list, like me, if I choose to put my daughter, my son, and they want to know what we got, we go for a walk. They don't take any devices, no watches, nothing that they can trace us with. Nothing. Do not say anything in your house about what you got. Just zip it. It's the easiest thing to do. Zip it and don't worry. We will get you your 800 number. So, hey, Sleepy. And I have no idea what to call his son. I have some bad news for you. See below. Federal pardons issued by the president apply only to federal offenses. They do not apply to state or local offenses or private civil offenses. Federal pardons also do not apply to cases of impeachment. Pardons for the state crimes and handed by governors or state pardon boards. It's funny because if you guys go on TikTok, you know that Kayla McInerney used to be do the job for the hat. They had a name to it, press something. Secretary. Well, the press secretary that Sleepy has, she's a black woman. She's got a funky hairdo. But there's some questions she just refuses to answer. But one of them was, and they ask it a lot, do you think that Sleepy will pardon his son? And the answer was always no. When they asked him, the answer was always no. No, you cannot redeem Zimbabwe at a bank, only at redemption centers. Thank you, Janet. Jerry, surprised by redemption centers locations. I think that a lot of people's going to be surprised by a lot of things. Redemption center location, special bed locations. I mean, there is so many things. Okay, just think of The Simpsons. Think of the Jetsons. They've been telling us these things for years. And I do want to get into a story about the Jetsons real soon. But I just wanted to finish up on this. Guys, just be careful. 90, how long have we waited to get this stuff? We've kept our mouths shut. Why would we talk? Why would you talk to people about how much you get and ruin losing it when they never wanted to listen to you when you didn't have it? When you was telling them you was going to have it. Yeah, we need to, Jana. We really need to. That was sad. That was sad.
What?
Jana wants to know if we can pardon Saturday's game.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a Michigan fan follows me on Facebook. And I've been having a lot of fun with him this year because my Illini beat his Wolverines. And he come on all cocky the other day, Jana. He was just Mr. Important because his Wolverines took down the mighty Buckeyes. But my question is, why did Ryan Day decide to play all of his new recruits that ain't even in college yet? He didn't play his team. Where did that team that played Saturday come from? And guys, you got to bear with it a little bit because, that was weird. His phone rang and mine do-do-do-do at the same time. But okay, if I start getting scratchy, my throat's starting to. Yellow Dragons. I got some on the way. I ordered some on the 19th, and they were supposed to be here, and the guy finally gave in and said he's going to send me out some more, so maybe they'll show up, but if they don't, they don't.